welcome back to the GorillaBiker. And today we're actually going back in through Clayton again. There's, you know, people ask me about this all the time. There's not really many options here, unfortunately. Trust me, I would do different routes if I could, but I do not have that option. So, you know, we go through Clayton. But yeah, so today I'm doing what I meant to do the last day, but that I literally forgot to turn my camera on because I am super smart. So the front camera facing forward is where I plan on mounting the camera for my upcoming track day. So let me know how that looks to you. Hopefully it looks good. But yeah, what are we talking about today? And you know, one of the things we're going to be talking about is it's only since I've kind of went past 10,000 subscribers, right? Which obviously I am very happy I managed to hit that number, because like it's a bit mad, but it was never really a goal, you know what I mean? Like I never really woke up and was like, you know, I really want to hit 10,000 subscribers. My channel, it'll mean so much to me. I've never been like a, you know, I have to make this work type of person. I can't see how I would ever be able to do YouTube full time, because I have a pretty good job. I get paid pretty well. I spent a lot of time, you know, going to college for said job, and you know, it has a lot of benefits, healthcare and whatnot. So I don't see it. I would actually probably say I would sooner leave my job for like motorcycle mechanicking and whatever. But I'm getting away from why this video. So recently I've got a lot of messages from people who seem to be real people, you know, about offering to edit my videos and all this crap. And like, that's cool and all. There's ways to approach it. One person actually approached it very reasonably. You know, they pretty much were just like, yeah, I watch your videos and I see you don't have much free time. Would you ever be interested in letting me edit your videos? And I said no, thank you very much. Another person insulted my editing, which I know is basic, and it's basic for a reason. It's so I can fit it into, you know, the rest of my life. But also, I mean, I don't understand that as a sales pitch. It's like, hey, you suck and I suck less, so why not pay me to suck less? The fact of the matter is I make almost no money off YouTube, and that's not the point of why I do YouTube anyway. Honestly, if I ever had a goal of like, you know, making YouTube profitable would be great actually. But yeah, if I ever had a goal of making it profitable, I would have probably quit. because you know, even if you just look at the money I spend on bikes, and again, those bikes are for me, which we'll also talk about in a minute. But yeah, so basically, no, there is no point in the near future, or even the probably long future, where I will be paying someone to, you know, do anything on my channel, except like logos and stuff, because that's just kind of something, you know, I would be doing for myself. Just like, oh, it'd be cool to have a new logo, or you know, maybe I'll do some merch again at some point, because people do ask about that. Maybe I'll see. Like the last time I did merch, and it was really important to me that everyone was happy, because obviously they're spending their hard-earned money. And you know, a few people, you know, a couple of people got their addresses wrong, and that was actually really hard to rectify, and I ended up just paying for that out of pocket, just to get them a second item of what they ordered, because I didn't want them to have this you know, taste left in the mouth that they didn't get their thing. And I know there's people who'll vouch for this, by the way, I'm not making this up. You know, there was other people who missed delivery, or the delivery was messed up, and there was one person who ordered a color that they didn't mean to order, but the returns is really weird, and I was like, don't worry about it, just keep that one and I'll send you another one. Because at the end of the day, like, again, the primary reason, or not even one of the top 50 reasons I do YouTube and whatnot is for money. I do it because it's fun, and you know, it's an outlet for me living as a human that isn't just purely like paid by a corporation doing corporation things. Honestly, a lot of the parts of my job I find absolutely soul destroying. Oh, that's kind of loose there, is it? Yeah, we'll pull in up here and fix that. Can't have that. But one of the things that I do enjoy in my job is, you know, the challenges and whatnot. You know, it's kind of like, you know, taking apart. Oh wow, we came in here not that long ago and these houses were not here. Let's have a look. But yeah, I mean, so the whole corporate bit of my job, I find like really truly soul destroying. So, you know, this is an outlet for the part of me that hates that, will say. Warning, no trespassing. Warning, no trespassing. No trespassing. You'll be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Americans are so weird. And they just love their no trespassing, and I don't know. I think people in general would be a lot happier if they just chilled out a little bit. Where was I? Yeah, so I don't do YouTube for money. Never have, don't think I ever will, unless I get to the point that, like, you know, I can design things a la Blockhead, because I really think what he's done with his direction and his team is really, really cool. That's something I absolutely applaud. You know, with the exhaust and stuff. I think that's really, really cool, and I think that's a really, really cool thing to do. You know, to make the whole YouTube thing more kind of sustainable and long term is, you know, Blockhead always had a great brand, still has a great brand, because, you know, he's very good at design all by himself. He doesn't need to rely on other people, you know, to do his design from him. So how much are those houses? From the 300s. Oh, looky you. Lucky us humans who don't own houses. We can buy houses that are wedged against one another. Not even in a like big fancy city where, you know, things cost more for some reason, even though they're worse to live in my opinion. With literally no back. Great job. That is actually how I prefer to react to these situations. I know lots of people get angry. Me, I find it far more enjoyable to just give them the good old thumbs up, because they're morons, and I think they know they're morons now. However, yeah, so no, I can't see myself doing anything other than maybe merch. So why does this all come in? So people message me more than recently lately, and I did ask, and apparently it's partially to do with the fact that my channel seems to be getting recommended due to like some associations with Christ, I can't remember his name now, and I do know his name. I watch his videos. I think they're good. Spite. I do like his latest chunk of videos. I think they're good. And also her two wheels. So I think a lot of it is the DCT thing, because Spite also did a video on DCT recently, and again I got messages off that being like, see, someone else likes DCT. Oh, I'm not getting into this one again. Needless to say, if you like DCT, that is absolutely fine. It's just not for everyone, which is also fine. But yeah, so I think that's part of where it's coming from. And, you know, I do believe that most of these messages that I get are coming from a good place. But, you know, people ask about, you know, why don't you buy a more modern bike, or, you know, buy one of the latest bikes because they do so much better on videos. And I really do appreciate people who message that, because they'll say, I really like your stuff, but it's kind of out of date. Which, I mean, if I was doing YouTube solely to be a YouTuber, I would agree. However, YouTube videos are secondary to the fact that I just like bikes. And the reason I have the bikes I do is because I like those bikes. And, you know, that's really where all of that comes from, is just I like bikes, and I also happen to like making videos. It's, like I said, it's a good outlet, and I don't really, you know, I don't chase views. A couple of the videos that I've done in the past have done really well because they were topical, but they were only topical because I really wanted to talk about those things at the time, like the Rebel 1100, which I actually very nearly bought a crashed one recently, but I didn't, because there was just too much damage to it. But anyway, and also the Hayabusa, which, I mean, I would absolutely buy the newest model Hayabusa if I had more money, because you know, that's why I made those videos. I was genuinely very interested in that particular bike. Oh, poor tree. Which is, you know, why I made the video talking about them. And those videos did well because, like I said, they were topical, which is cool. But it was accidental topicalness, you know, if that makes sense. And yeah, that's just kind of where I personally stand on the whole YouTube thing. Is, for me, it is very much a hobby. The best thing out of YouTube that's happened to me is making all the friends I made through it. And, you know, some opportunities obviously have come up, like you know, working with Freeman Motorcycles to make videos on their bikes. And oh, poor dear, oh, the big bird! I disrupted his dinner. Big birds are cool, but you know, that if something like that came up again, if the opportunity to ride different bikes and, you know, test them out and whatnot came up, of course, I love riding different bikes. Of course I would do that again. But also over here, America is far more like, everything nearly is a business, you know, everything is a hustle. And that's not the case for me. Like, I did those videos for Freeman's literally because I was getting to ride a bike. Did they sell bikes out of it? I don't know. Maybe. I hope so, because I really like everyone in Freeman's. They're great people. You know, in my experience, obviously, your experiences may vary, but every dealing I ever had at Freeman's, I'm a huge fan of them. And oh, they're not indicating again, these people. Incredible. Oh, this bike. Oh, this bike. It's just so good. I love this thing. I genuinely adore this bike. It's just so good. And this is probably my last ride with these Sportmax GPRs or whatever they are, GPR 300s. I'll check later. These are the tyres that came on the bike. Yes, I have done a shamefully low amount of mileage on this, but Stromboli is the donkey. You know what I mean? Stromboli is the donkey. Stromboli does get the real lion's share of mileage between, you know, to and from work. Cause, I mean, this bike is great. I love it to pieces, but like to and from work, the V-Strom is just, it's king, because I have the boxes to put my helmets and stuff in, and helmet jackets, so I don't have to take them into work and try to put them somewhere safe, and yeah, it's just better. But you know, anytime, like if it's a weekend and I'm going out and I don't need the storage, if I'm not, well, I am going to the shop today to get some stuff, but like, you know, if I'm just getting like a small few bits, then this one every single time, because it's amazeballs. It's just such a good bike. But yeah, these tires have been really good. I mean, I did bring them on track when my suspension was horrifically bad. Yeah, but we're putting on Dunlop Q5S's. That's what's going on here. So I of course will do a review on all of the tires I've used, as is my modus operandi. But yeah, so like I was saying, everything in America seems to be far more like hustle culture. It's like, here's my hobby and I need to figure out how to make money off it, which is cool and all, but like I really I don't play them that much anymore. I just don't have time with everything else I do. But I really liked computer games growing up, and I really like computers, and I used to build computers for fun and whatnot. And I do also have a passing interest in software. Again, haven't done as much software as I would have liked recently. But that was something that I decided, you know, when I went to college, I did general entry engineering for like, I think it was like 6 months. And then I transferred over to mechanical engineering, because I was like, you know what? Mechanical engineering I'm good at, and also I think it's a good thing to keep, you know, your hobbies separate from your job, if that makes sense. Because, and I mean, you can see it with the likes of Chase on Two Wheels, Blockhead to a degree, less so, but like all of those guys who have made this their job, Blockhead, Chase, you name it, all of them, they don't ride their bikes as much anymore. And you know, it's the same reason, like I've gotten questions over, oh, you know, you don't video as much of your trip videos as maybe you could and all that. And it's because it's a trip, it's a hobby, you know. I'm spending time with my friends, and the primary reason for me doing that was because I wanted to spend time with my friends and do a trip on my bike, not to make content. And I think that's where that's where it can kind of fall down, is the primary reason for all those guys doing bike stuff is to make content. Absolutely nothing wrong with that, but you do have to, you know, kind of recognize that there's a very real chance it turns into just a job, you know. And you know, there's a huge argument to be made, but oh, love what you do and all that, and you know, I do not in any way disagree. What's down that road? Looks kind of fun. You know, love what you do is it's cool. Every job I've ever personally had has been a job. I haven't loved any of them. They're cool and all, but I haven't loved any of them. And yeah, I don't know, that's just something that I would be personally worried about, is, you know, you get to the point where it's like, okay, yes, this is cool, I'm getting to do the thing I love for my work and my wages, but would I end up not riding my bikes as much? Because that's what I love doing. I love riding my bikes. I love doing lots of things on bikes. I love doing trips on bikes. I love working on my bikes, and my job is very much to support my hobbies rather than my hobby becoming an out and out job, if that makes any shape of sense, and I'm not sure does it. That's a lot of stones right there, a lot of gravel. There we go. Oh, this bike is so fun. I'm really looking forward to trying this on the track. It's honestly not an ideal track bike. It's a bit jumpy, a bit lippy. It likes to lip about just a little bit, because of its short wheelbase and whatnot. And I do think, you know, when I can, I'll definitely try to switch up to get a, you know, an actual sports bike again for the track at some point. Who knows when? I'm not in a rush. Don't kill me with your tiny spare wheel. But for, you know, that's definitely something I would like to do. And you know, that's the other thing, is like, I don't need to think about that, because it's like, you know, I change what type of videos I'm doing all the time. Is it the Valkyrie this week? Cool, that's what I feel like working on. Is it the V-Strom? Cool. Is it all motovlogs out on the road? Cool. Is it the, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Is it mods on this bike? I do them because that's literally what I'm doing at the time, and I have the freedom to do that. That's really cool. I might have stopped there and... What the hell did you just spit, dude? That is disgusting. Truly, like, just, I don't know. I didn't even check what was behind him. He just nearly hit me with a spit. If he did hit me with a spit, we'd be having some Valentino Rossi-esque conversations, we'll say, bike to bike. It's so funny, like, getting off the V-Strom onto this bike. The V-Strom is like so much easier to do U-turns and stuff on, because you're up high and you have all the bar control. Anyway, but yeah, that's kind of where I stand on the whole thing. You know, do what you love, and if it becomes a job, that's really cool. But for me, I do it because I love it, and I don't want to lose that, if that makes any form of sense. You know, I don't want to lose the fact that I actually enjoy making videos. And oh, this is private property, like past the sign. How is this private property? That's kind of crazy. This is what I'm talking about. Why does this need to be marked private property? Because people put their boats in or something here? This is dumb. That's dumb. I'm gonna just finish my story here anyway. But yeah, so that's kind of where I stand on the whole thing. Is, you know, for me, it's very much a hobby. Could it one day become something different? Maybe. But I'm not in any way concerned about it. Can I spin this around while it's recording, or will it stop? Hey, it works. But yeah, I'm not in any way concerned about that, we'll say. I just want to make videos that hopefully some people enjoy, and not that many people watch my videos, so it's not something I particularly have to worry about, you know, making money off this, which is nice. Obviously, if I could become a mega successful YouTube person and only do bikes and just spend all of my time doing bikes, maybe I would consider an editor. maybe I'd consider chasing trends. I don't think so, though. I really don't. I don't know. Let me know what you think. You know, if you think that it's something that is theoretically feasible to become a YouTube personality, we'll say. Personally, I can't see it ever happening, but that's just me. And let me think, do you watch Spite? Do you watch Her Two Wheels? You know, do you think that I should aspire to be more like them? Personally, I like that my channel is my channel. I like that my channel is me. And that's the way I'm going to keep it. So if you watch, thank you very much for watching. As always, a very special thank you to all of my patrons. I do love and appreciate you all. Especially you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to say it. I can't tell you my least favourite, though. You know, you could all guess it. It's the person I meet up with the most. I'm just kidding. I guarantee you, one of these days I say it so much, he'll take it to heart and be like sad about it or something. And Alex, I will send you that spare Cardo soon, so you can talk to people and listen to music easier and whatnot. But yeah, that's it. If you watch, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about all of the things I said in the comments. Apparently this view is private property, otherwise I'd come back here with a camera. I'm going to do it anyway, to be honest, and just be like, oh, I actually can't read English, so I didn't know. Sorry, I'm from Ireland. Herder. That's going to be my go-to. Tree protection area. Do not... Like, why is Jesus? They just love blocking everything over here, don't they? You know, it's funny. Someone commented to me recently, a friend of mine. He was like, for the land of the free, they really do love their rules. And they really do love the rules over here. I will say that for nothing. Not as bad as Europe for a lot of other things, though. So that's the way I like it here. Yeah, that's it. If you watched, thank you again. And until next time, have a wonderful day. Adios. Outro crew. What do you think of all this stuff being private property? Like, it's just kind of silly. You know, like, if you have a derelict building and a view like that, I don't think you should be able to be like, sorry, you can't stop here. Like, what are people going to do? You know what I mean? Fair enough if it's just like antisocial behavior, whatever else. But during the daytime, just to stop and enjoy the view, I don't know, I think it's dumb. What do you think? What do you think, outro crew? Bye, outro crew.